got basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California. Live on 2K Sports. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio, Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Tony Parker. Bogut kicks to Green. And he gets it to go.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
Golden State moving it around. Hangs. And the layup is good.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
And he slams it one-handed.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Outside Leonard. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Here's Curry. Green kicks to Curry. Parker with the steal. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact here. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
It's Thompson off the drive. They get it back. It's tipped. Back to Green. Curry with it. He's picked up by Parker. From deep, Green.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected plays like a coach who had done it for many years. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Here's Marjanovic. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. He's got 6. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Could you?
Yeah,
Right.
He probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. Parker passes to Aldridge. With the fadeaway. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. He lobs it up. Lays it in on the pretty alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the results.
And you know what, though? I like the fact that he still chose that conservative finish there, just making sure he got the deuce.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in. For Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Barbosa dishes to Iguodala. Green kicks to Iguodala. Feeds to Spates. It's deflected. Iguodala against Leonard. To the right side. Ginobili outside. Parker passes to Ginobili. Clock at 6. Leonard, that's for 2. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Iguodala with it. Leonard picks him up. Spates dishes to Iguodala. The feed to Spates. There's the pass to Barbosa. Hands it from downtown.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Ezeli's checked in for Golden State. And San Antonio also making a switch. Diaw's checked in. The drive by Aldridge. And that one's good.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Spates kicks to Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Iguodala. And a miss there on the triple. It's Ginobili on the wing. Here's Diaw. No good with the layup. Warrior after this. And the second quarter getting underway. Seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Boris Diaw is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in the point guard position. Green kicks to Leonard. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
There are certain things, guys, that you can always count on in life. Death, taxes, and, of course, the Spurs winning 50 games in the regular season. Happened for the 16th straight season last year.
Barnes is checked in for Andre Iguodala. Well, keeping in mind the Spurs have won 50 games or more for many years in a row, Greg, there are teams out there who can drive cars who have not even seen the Spurs not win 50 games, at least in a year.
And the way the Spurs keep on building this team, it's not as if that streak's going to end anytime soon. Those kids might have a chance to vote and do much more before they fail to see the Spurs win 50 games.
And that one's good, Barnes.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
That's tipped. And now running up the court, Rush pushing it all the way. The shot by Curry, no good. Leonard, the pass to Diaw. Back to Leonard. Mills dishes to Green. Banked in off the glass. Green's got his first points of the game.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some
time. In that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut checked in for Azili. Draymond Green comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Thompson in for Ian Clark.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Dishes to Duncan. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
And it's Green missing.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Here's Marjanovic, guarded by Kerr. There's the dish to Mills. It's stolen by Bogut. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. Kicks it to Kerr. Bogut high post. Thompson from long range.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
And stolen by Barnes. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Just 5 to shoot. Aldridge.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years. Ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
And Green gets it to go.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Aldridge lays it up and banks it in. Aldridge has got 10 points.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Warriors lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. And you know, Harrison Barnes has really been making it happen, guys.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. And you know, Harrison Barnes has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. He adds the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. And it's Barnes in the 3 slot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
You know, you take a look at this group of Spurs and you wonder if they've peaked. I mean, it seems you say that a lot with this team, and they prove you wrong with Papas.
Now, here's Parker. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The drive by Thompson. Aldridge with some nice D. You know, one thing about this San Antonio team, they just didn't go away last year. Pop himself said he felt they peaked in the 2014 finals.
You know, and you wonder if what Pop said is true. Spurs lost in the first round last year, and they'll be going through a lot of changes in the near future. And with the way they run that organization, they'll still be competing, I believe, for quite some time.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
To Ginobili. Leonard attacking. And he goes in for the dunk.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
From deep, Green. That doesn't go either for Green. Warriors took apart the West last season. They went 42-10 against the rest of the conference. The games between them and second place in the West were the same as the games between second place and 8th in the West.
And the Warriors didn't just pick on the little guys. I mean, they had big wins over the top teams in the West. Against the rest of the playoff teams, the Warriors were a whopping 20-5.
Now, here's Aldridge. Andrew Bogut unable to get his shot to go.
Tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And it's the Warriors on the break. And Green gets it to go.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Now here's Ginobili. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Barnes. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
That's off as well, so he misses both. It's not really a surprise at this point, but the Spurs were in the playoffs last year. 18th consecutive appearance.
Yeah, and they weren't in that usual top 3 spot, though. Although, had they won the last game, instead of being the 6th, they could have been the 2nd.
Right.
Didn't have that home court advantage, and as they went up against the Clippers, it really cost them in that 7th game.
Here's Marjanovic. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. He's got 12. Thompson for 3. That's good. Thompson's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Barnes kicks to Green. And stolen by Aldridge. Leonard with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Aldridge, the pass to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Marjanovic. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And the Spurs lead by 2.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Ginobili kicks to Leonard. Here's Marjanovic. Green with the block. That's good. 16 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. Curry attacking. Shot from the inbound. And the layup is good.
Yeah, the drive to the bucket was great, but the finger roll was even better.
And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. It's San Antonio. They lead. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. So it's San Antonio now. The lead is 2. On the court for San Antonio. The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. Aldridge out there, Kawhi Leonard.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The San Antonio Spurs, a team that has had such a strong core and is so disciplined, Clark, it's hard to see them struggle, even think of them struggling, even on the road.
Well, you know, last season they did have trouble at times on the road, but 22-19, still not too bad.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And for the Spurs on the road, it was the scoring. They were so good at home, but scored 8.5 points less per game on the road. That was the biggest margin in the NBA.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
Ginobili, this is the limit. Tipped away. And stolen by Barnes.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
The Warriors trailing. Curry kicks to Thompson. He feeds it to Barnes. Back to Thompson. And now the fast break. Ginobili with the ball. Parker's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Knocked away. Out to the right wing. Here's Marjanovic to the paint. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Left side, Leonard. To the inside. And they immediately answer back with a dunk at the other end.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Spurs leading by 4. Spurs passing it around. Here's Marjanovic, guarded by Kerr. Back to Ginobili. It's stolen by Green. Passes it to Barnes. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And Leonard gets it to go.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams. And it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
And now it's Green running. He can go all the way.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Curry can't get it to go.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Ginobili kicks to Leonard. Here's Marjanovic. Off target with the jump hook. Green passes to Curry. It's good in the San Antonio lead. Cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Green. Green's got 10 points in just the second half. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They lead by 2. 1:21 left in the fourth. Diaz checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio calls timeout. They're up by 2. 1:21 left here in the fourth quarter. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Ginobili gets the bucket.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Warriors trail by 4. Deflects the pass to the paint. And now Parker pushing it up. Going back to stop him. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And it's Green missing. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. That pushes it to double digits.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
And that one's good, Barnes.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the charts.
The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. Here's Leonard. And he gets it to go.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
Parker dishes to Leonard. Here's Marjanovic. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. And now it's a 12-point San Antonio lead. That'll be a 5-second call.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily